Welcome back to GiveEmHallyu, and today we have a very special video. I'm not going to be doing a in front of the camera video today simply because this way is a lot easier and I don't have to get makeup on for it. And so yeah, without having to explain too much, I am essentially just going to be going through my K-pop album collection so far. I'm not even sure how much I have, and it's not an exuberant amount, but it definitely is a lot, and I've been collecting albums since about 2015 now, and I've recently started to make money on my own, so I've been being able to finance it on my own. And so yeah, I'm really excited to just see where we are, see where we're at. Obviously with K-pop albums, they can be very pricey, and so a lot of times I don't get them all at once. Like, let's say if I have multiple versions, I get one version and then I go back a few months later, wait for it to cool down a bit, and then get the other version. And of course with all of these I don't have both versions, but I am planning on getting that, and of course I will get to that when I get there. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I think I'm gonna start with BTS albums first. That would probably be the easiest way to do it, because BTS is the first band I started collecting with, and they're the first band I stand. They're not the first K-pop I've listened to. I think my first K-pop exposure was FX, but yeah, I did start liking BTS during the Dark and Wild era, but during that era I was a mere high school student with not enough money to buy any albums, and so the first album I bought was BTS's Wings album. This is version G. There were 4 versions, I believe, W-I, N, and G. I just haven't had a chance to get other versions yet. So yeah, that is G. Okay, so that was the first album that I got, but the second album that I got came before it. It is School Love Affair. This is only one version of this album, and so yeah, I got it, and I got it from FYE actually, which is like an electronics store that I have in my mall. And yeah, this is probably my favorite album of BTS, and I definitely was so happy to add that to my collection. And so I'm probably just gonna put that right here. Hurrying on over to the Love Yourself era, because I did not purchase anything from any other era yet. I'm going to start off with my Her album. I like this album, but it definitely was not my favorite. I got the V version. It was just a random pick, and it is a little bit dingy only because I had to move around a lot with this, transferring it from my dorm and then to my house where I am right now. Yeah, I only have one version of Her, and I plan on getting more, but it's not of the utmost importance, so we're not there yet. And then going to Tear, I have 2 versions of Love Yourself Tear. I should have probably started with Y, but this is the O version. I love Tear the most, I think, out of all the Love Yourself era. Yeah, just had a lot of songs that I really connected with. And yeah, so I have the O version and the the Y version. I only have 2 versions because my friend, she got me one for my birthday, and I had already had one, so now I have 2. And it's cool because they're consecutive, and therefore on the spine they connect. And so that is surprisingly it for my BTS era collection. I just think I'm gonna go in order of groups I started standing in chronological order. So that would bring us to 17, my first 17 album. I liked 17 since their debut, but like I said, I was broke and still am relatively broke. So the first album I have of theirs is their Teenage album in the green version. Obviously, there were 4 versions: white, green, orange, and rose quartz and serenity. I have white on the way, but it's not here yet. And yeah, I think my favorite this was a really good album, but I'm pretty sure my favorite song of this album had to be maybe Change Up. I think everybody loved Change Up a lot, but I really did like it. And then it also has Li 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 Ya Bai, however you say that song, and that definitely is probably one of my favorite songs as well. And so I only have 2 17 albums, and I plan on getting more, but like I said, money is something I do not have a lot of, and this is the 17 You Make My Day version. You Make My Day album in follow version, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, follow version. So this is the pink and green version. Very, very nice album. Loved it a lot. Obviously, Oh My was my favorite song, but I also love Holiday. Next, if we're going in stan order, I'm going to get out my NCT albums. Guess what? I only have 2 because, like I said, money is money. And so I have the NCT 127 Irregular album. This album was very, very disappointing as far as packaging goes. I think the whole internet agrees. This was just very ugly packaging. It literally felt like school supply, like I messed the tape up, but it literally felt like it was just a file folder and they just stuck some paper in it. And also the album picture photo cards were just really weird, and if you want to see more, I have a video up about it that goes through all the photo book. But yeah, it was just very artsy, and maybe I'm not like able to understand it because I'm not intelligent enough or whatever, but yeah. Next, I have the Regulate album, which is just the repackaged album. It's a very big album. Like, I have huge hands and it's bigger than my hands. Very nice detailing on this one. They did a lot better job with packaging, and obviously it has everyone on the back. Very nice album. I would say that my favorite song from this album has to be Run Back to You, and that goes for both. Like, Run Back to You was on both albums, and it was not like just for the repackage. And now we're gonna go over to Stray Kids, which is my current favorite. Stray Kids have a very special place in my heart since I have been there since the beginning. And yeah, with BTS it was different because I got there late and I was only there since Dark and Wild, which is very early, but it's not since debut. But with Stray Kids, I have been there since debut, or pre-debut to be more exact. So of course I have their legendary pre-debut album mixtape. Very, very good album. I would say that my favorite song from the mixtape album has to be Glow, or of course Elevator, which is the Stay's national anthem, or District 9's national anthem. And so now I'm gonna move on to their first mini album, I Am Not, and I Am Not is a very good album as well. I saw Stray Kids at KCON, and that is when they're still promoting I'm Not, and so it's very awesome to see them perform Mirror live and District 9 live, and just a few songs that I just really enjoyed from this album. And yeah, I just think that it was a legendary debut album, and yeah, it was definitely very, very fun to watch all the promotions take place. And now I have the other version of I Am Not. So there's 2 versions. There's I Am, and Not is the other version. And they're both very similar, except this one has a more blue aesthetic, and this one is like a purple reddish type thing going on. And it's very interesting because I know a lot of bands do this, but if you get both versions and you put them together, it is I Am Not, and the SKZ symbol is completed. So yeah, very fun. And also, okay, so with Stray Kids, they have inside pages that are unique, and you could get 1 of 9, and I got Bangchen for this one. I'm not even sure which one this is, that's why I'm not being specific, but it's really cute. It's just him with like his family growing up, and then his favorite artists and athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo, Hugh Jackman, actor, A$AP Rocky, One Punch Man, that is a cartoon. Of course, Stray Kids is a freaking monster rookie of a group, and they released another album called I Am Who. I'm just really promoting them right now. Like, I'm so trying to be like, I don't even know, just add in my cup of tea. That's me, by the way. Hello. Yeah, so I Am Who also had 2 versions. and I have both. One of them is like a running through the alleyway type scene, and another one is just stills of them. Yeah, so it also has this like cool tape with all their names on it that seals off the album. I also, when you like connect it, it's very cool because it's like I am who, and so that is very awesome. And yeah, so I also got I Am You, both versions, and with all of Stray Kids' albums, by the way, first version is I Am and the second is Who or Not or You, depending. So I Am You also had two versions. They had a version that's more of like a blue pink aesthetic, You Make Stray Kids Stay, I Am You. This one, however, did not have a spine that connected, or at least not that I can tell. Yeah, so I love this album a lot. This probably was my favorite album of theirs. I really love Hero Soup. Honestly, every one of Stray Kids' albums, I have not disliked a single song, which is very, very, very new, because even with BTS, like, there has been songs that they released that I did not just favor, but with Stray Kids it's different because I've literally liked all of their B-sides, all of their title tracks, all of their pre-debut songs, like literally everything. And that's another reason I think why I feel so connected to them, because I really, really resonate with their music style. And then though, with this album, it's a little bit different because I have the orangish version, and I guess it's not really orange, it's more like a pinky magenta California orange vibe, but I got this one signed. So I ordered this from the Mnet meet and greet, and they actually signed the CD, and it's Hyunjin who signed it, which is awesome because I love, love, love Hyunjin. He's not my bias in the group, but he definitely is one of my favorites, even though all 9 of them are my favorite. But yeah, like he's a member that I really, really, really like to see perform. He's a great performer, great rapper, singer, anything he's good at. So yeah, that was really awesome that I got Hyunjin. As I said earlier, all the Stray Kids albums have inside pages that can be one of 9. It's random, but yes, so I already showed you Bang Chan's page, which is really cute. With my other I Am Not album, I got Changmin's page, which is awesome because I love, love, love him. And it's basically a signature, cute or dark, what do you want? And then it's like a cute version of his little V signature, and then a dark version. And then this says duck, which is just like dark. It's very, very easy to translate. I'm Who. I got Ayin, our lovely little evil maknae, and in the inside it is unique writing for everyone, but the picture is Ayin. The other album, I got our lovely vocal Woojin. With the I Am You album, it's interesting because the inside pages have a paper that is similar to a mirror, so there's me looking rough, and Felix, who's always beautiful. Seungmin, other one, I love Seungmin a lot. His voice is like honey. And so we are down to the last album. It is Day6's Shoot Me album. I love Day6. My friends like Day6 more than I do, and their like for it has definitely increased my like for them, because I don't know, like when your friends like something and you like your friends, you typically like harbor toward it. But yeah, Day6 has always been a group that I've paid attention to, but recently I've started really, really, really liking them, and I ordered their Shoot Me album, which is a legendary album. Obviously, I think my favorite song is Shoot Me, but if I had to pick a B-side, it'd be Warning. And so yeah, I really, really, really like this. As you can see, I don't have a single girl group album. That is not because I don't like girl groups. I'm really happy with my collection so far, but I do intend on making it a lot bigger as time goes by and money accumulates. But I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 16, 17. So I have 17 albums. If I had one more, that would have been perfect because 2018, but it's whatever. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Keep on loving K-pop, keep on standing and supporting your biases. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, subscribe, like it, all that other stuff, and come back for more. Alright, bye!